Welcome to my video presentation. I'm Sean Coker. The question I'm looking into today and finally answering my final report is, does video game violence have an impact on a person's aggressive behaviours and their desensitization to real-life violence? The aims of this video presentation are listed here. Before further research in the final report, my claim at the moment is that video game violence does not affect aggressive behaviour or the desensitization to real-life violence. This is backed up in the sources behind me, where the graphs show a distinct drop in violent crime since the early 90s, when video games were just starting their emergence. I do think that publication bias is a problem in academic research and papers in this area, as I feel there may be an agenda to limit violent and slightly offensive video games. Christopher Ferguson supports this view, with the results of his findings claiming that publication bias was a problem. From personal experience, I feel that actually people struggling to complete objectives on being inferior to others in competitive gaming affects aggressive behaviour and mood more. A BBC article supports this claim that people were more likely to become aggressive due to being unable to play a game, and this was found by the Oxford Internet Institute. Despite the claims made that publication bias is an issue in this area, many academic sources do claim that violent video games have an effect on desensitization to violence and aggressive behaviour. In comparison to the findings in Christopher Ferguson's paper, along with the other sources displayed in the video so far that back up my claim, the claim here from testing heart rate and galvanic skin reaction after playing violent video games whilst watching real-life violence is that violent video games do have an effect on desensitization to real-life violence. This can be seen from the graphs above along with the quote below them. These next two sources also claim that video game violence did have a negative effect on a person's aggressive behaviour, especially in the physical style of aggression. The source on the right also claims that adolescents perform more poorly in school due to exposure to video game violence. Looking into Lassig's four modalities now, we can see that in the market there's currently a huge dominance by violent video games, as shown in the images in the beginning of the presentation. The norms are that younger people are playing violent video games whilst being under the age of the PEGI rating guidance, which falls under the law category. Finally, architecture. Due to advancement in technology such as the introduction of EA's Frostbite game engine in the Battlefield franchise, which can be seen in the bottom left of the screen now, violent video games are becoming more realistic and lifelike, which may help increase the rates of desensitization to real-life violence if some reports claiming this are to be believed. Thank you for watching.